Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be really perfect for guys who try to date girls, but after you know her for some time, you understand that she is a completely different person, or you expecting some things from her, but she doesn't give it to you. So you like her, but she is showing you something different that you didn't expect, and actually you understand that this type of woman is not for you, but you still choosing this type and keep and be in a wrong type of relationships. I will speak about types of women that I created myself. I'm a matchmaker that worked with thousands of women during my 16 years career. This is just for you guys to understand the specific type. I believe that this is how matchmakers usually match people. Like if she is opposite from you, you cannot be together. Even though you can be attracted, you can have a chemistry, but this is only for a short run. For a long term, it's almost impossible. So let me start, and I believe this may help you to find your right person. So imagine yourself little kitten. Little kitten that is playing around, very cute, like very naive, super nice. And what this kitten is doing all day is just playing around, running, finding something, biting you a little bit, never hurt you too much. You want to protect this little kitten, and be with. So this type of women that I personally called kitten, these usually ladies who are very cute, very naive. They usually very good looking, and if you see them, they usually wearing something that I even called a little bit childish. So like cute dresses, something pink, something really nice. Their mindset and mentality, it's like a kitten have. I will not say they are stupid or something, but their main goal is to be happy in life, to be happy and enjoy this life fully. If you are a man who is with kitten, your main purpose, like with little kitten, just to protect this little thing and give this little thing everything. Because these type of women, they usually do not take any responsibilities. They are more concentrated on themselves. But in the same time, they give you a lot of pleasure. They give you a lot of joy. They will never do too much drama. They will never do too much problems for you because their mind is focused on different things. So what kind of man should be with this type of women? You need to be stronger. You need to be a guy who is taking responsibilities. If you like this type and you see how she looks like, never expect her to be strong and independent. Never expect her to have a great career. Yes, she even may have her own work, she will have her own business, but it will be something that she will enjoy. She will never work hard. She will never do, like I will go to work, I will get to my goals. That is impossible with this type of woman. So if you are a guy, just want someone easygoing, nice, someone who do not make for him dramas, problems, and so on, you need to choose this type of woman. But if you are a guy, and this is what often happens in a modern world, like to share bills, like to put half of responsibilities on women, that will never work with this type. That would never work. And this is how guys get themselves into the problems quite often, that I see that they expecting that from her that she cannot give it to you. So if you are the type of guy that I just described, you need to go with other type of woman. But this one, she will be always pretty, with a nice manicure, with a nice hair, super cute, super nice, and super friendly. Number two, she is opposite from kitten. And who is opposite from kitten? Horse. I love horses. I respect this type of animal. But imagine a horse that is always in service, always hard working, beautiful, still beautiful. But the main goal of horse, it's not just enjoy life. She's all the time serving someone. So horse, it's a woman who is really concentrated in her goal. So she can be nurse, she can be doctor, she can be lawyer, someone who needs to go to work every day and be all the time present in her career. She is very giving. She is very given. She is not like kitten who is concentrated on her own joy. She is concentrated on joy of other people. She will always help her friends. She will always help her parents. And this is great woman for guys who like to share responsibilities. And some guys, they are not giving, but they like to take. So with this woman, you can give less, but take more, opposite from the first one, opposite from Kitten. She will not be too much concentrated on her look because her main purpose is different. And again, horse can be really beautiful, but her main goal is to be in service of her husband, her friends, her relatives, her kids, and her career. She is all the time looking at that point. And about her look, she will not wear super sexy or super feminine things, and she will have little bit less feminine energy because again this is more masculine things. But is it bad? No. But if you are a man who like just someone easygoing and enjoying life, no, horse will be tired. After a lot of work, she will come back home. She don't want to be like cute and nice and do some things to for you to enjoy. She will be really tired. So do not expect that from her. And again, that this is completely opposite energies. When man looking for a woman easygoing and nice and fun, but still hardworking and career oriented, it's two different women. You cannot find that qualities together in one woman. If you really want partner whom you can trust, whom you can build something together, someone who will take responsibility, this is the one that you need to choose. Type number 3. I love this type, and a lot of Eastern European, maybe even Eastern, like Middle Eastern women, like in certain age, they becoming like that. So I call them chicken. Chickens, they are not too much anymore on work or career or something. They are all concentrated on her husband and her kids. She is all the time thinking what to cook, how to feed them. If you go into vacation, she will be really like preparing luggage, thinking about this. And so she is the type of person and the type of woman who will be really concentrated on a family, thinking about happiness of the family so much, and again being in a service, but on the service of family, not on her job or boss or career. She can have her work obviously, but that will be secondary. Firstly, it will be husband and kids and so on. So if you are looking for a housewife, if you are looking for a woman who will be really into you, into your stuff, into your where you can share with her, she can give you some wise advice. This is a woman that you need to be together for sure. She will be always loyal, always a great wife. She will be feminine, but for this type of women, all that, like for example, sexy dress, it will be again opposite from her. Going out together for parties or for, let's say, like some night, like bars, drinking, loud things, and a woman that you can take somewhere to parties together, everyone will look at her. That will not be that woman. Because again, some guys want to have a good wife, but in the same time, so she will go out with you and talk to different people, and so will never come together. Because this woman, her main purpose is to be a good mother and good wife, not a woman that other guys will look like. And maybe even she will feel a little bit embarrassed when people look at her, even though she can be super beautiful and nice. If you looking for more traditional woman who will be a great companion, great wife and mother of your kids, choose this woman, but never ask her to go to work and be a hardworking woman, or having her career, or going out with you to nightclubs. That again, she can do that for a certain time, but after, or you will have problems in relationships, or she will just stop doing that because it's not in her nature. Her nature is to stay at home, to create nice atmosphere at home, and to make you happy. Type number 4. And this is a tricky type. And sometimes for guys, it's really confusing because, oh my God, she told me she is a good wife and she wants to have kids. But in the end, they end up in completely different situation. I don't know, drunk in Ibiza. I call them monkeys. So imagine monkey, how she is. Monkey, she's just playing around. She is talking with everyone. She is all over the place. She likes going out, nightclubs, parties, traveling nonstop. And you can find out that she is like that because monkeys, as they like to play, they like to, as I said, they like to pretend. That type of women, they are not really like, they can be loyal, but like it's not like women who will be loyal forever, probably, but still they can be different. So woman who is all the time partying, going out, and it's again, for some guys, if you are this type of man, you need to choose this type of woman. Your woman will attract a lot of people around. She's the one who knows how to talk, who knows how to make people laugh. This is a woman who is really energetic. Why she is going out, why she's traveling so much? Because she has so much energy. Imagine monkey is like, if you see monkey in the zoo, they're like the most crazy. So this is type of people who all the time need different things, all the time need to travel, need to do this thing and that thing. And again, that's, for some people, for some men, it's great to be with. But again, do not expect that you will meet this monkey, and usually they're very hot. Short skirts or dresses, because they enjoy in when men look at them, women look at them. They like to be in the center of attention. So you meet this woman who is like this. Oh, I know that him. I do this. I travel. I do skiing. I do that. Da 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 da. So everything, right? But you expecting that she will one day calm down and come to you and say, okay, now from now on, I want to stay at home. I won't want to cook for you and clean the house and be like a chicken, but I will just forget who am I. And again, that puts people, some women, they are trying to switch like that because of her husband and she loves him so much, but in the end she will not be happy because her nature is different. Her nature kind of wild. Her nature is to be with the same type of man who also like to moving around, enjoying his life. It doesn't mean that you need to be really like similar, but in the same time, if you are more calm, that would be really like difficult for you. But again, I had some clients who are shy, calm, and they're not really outgoing. They like this type of women, and they want to be with this type of women to change. So if you want to change for being more, I don't know, self-confident and so on, this also the type that you can be with. I know that a lot of IT guys, they like this type of women because for them, they are like too much into themselves, but that type of women help you to going out, to be more confident, and to enjoy the life, because this type of women, they know how to enjoy the life completely. They will tell you everything about all the countries, best restaurant, best nightclubs. They know everything, everyone. So again, this is the woman to enjoy life together. And the last woman, I will call her lioness. So woman lion, right? Lioness. Imagine a lion. He is a king of the animal kingdom. Lioness, she's a queen, right? So these type of women, they have little bit from everyone. So they can enjoy their life. They can have their own career. They can be good at home, but in the same time, they love themselves so much, so they will be always independent. And independent, I will not speak about financial independence, because usually this type of women, they're very developed in their career, but it's not the woman that you will be manipulating, that you will try to change, that you will try to do to make her do how you want to do that. This type of woman will never accept that, and she will, if she will see that you're trying to manipulate, to do some stuff like that, she will try to avoid this type of relationships. This is a woman with whom you can have deep conversations, that with whom you can still travel, see things, enjoy your life together, and it will be always little bit like a distance, because she would need her time, because she has her career. But if you feel that you are lying yourself, and you are in that level so confident that you can give freedom to your woman, understand her borders, you can understand her goals that can be really big, this type of woman you need to choose if you want to have an equal partner. Because if you want to still have like this beautiful hot girl that will be together with you and following you everywhere, and some successful guys are like that, this is the first time, this is a kitten. Kitten will never become a lioness, because it's again different. It's not like she will grow up and become lioness. No, it's a different things. If you want to have an equal partner, that you get your freedom, but you give her freedom, you developing maybe something together, you have a big goals, big goals in life, this type of woman you need to choose. But again, this type will be always independent and more lead by her own desires. It doesn't mean that she cannot be in a partnership. Obviously she can be in a partnership, but she's still choosing a lot of things in your life together. Now guys, I want to hear what kind of women did you meet in your life, what is your favorite, what you attracted to. And actually, if you heard that I'm attracted to this one but I need that one, just please share in the comments, because I'm really curious about that. And I'm really curious, like my theory. And I didn't share, I share it like a little bit in Instagram, but I never share it like that on YouTube or somewhere in interview. So I'm really curious what you will tell me, and I'm waiting for your feedbacks.